Hello, hello. Welcome to North Node Alchemy. Today we are going to look into the energies of the Venus retrograde for your North Node placement. If you're not sure where your North Node is, you can check the description box below. There's a link on my site to my site where you can check the chart and see where the North Node is on your birthday. All right, what else do I need to say here? I'm not sure if I'm going to put this all into one big video or if I'm going to upload each sign separately. I am definitely doing this intro just once. So, yes, the Venus retrograde is from March 1st to about the 13th of April in 2025. It's going to start in Aries, or it has already started at the time that I'm doing this reading, in Aries from the 1st till about the 27th of March, and then from the 28th of March to the 13th of April, depending on where you are in the world, it will be in Pisces. Dates may vary depending on where you are in the world, but it's definitely in Pisces. So we're starting in the fire sign of Aries and then moving to the water sign of Pisces. This is also following a very watery, dreamy new moon in Pisces and a very auspicious and rare 7-planet alignment. So it's a time of a lot of possibility to step into your big visions, your biggest, most expansive visions, and to make significant shifts in your inner world, belief system, the vibe that you live in, the vibe you give off, and have the external world respond to that change almost immediately. What else can I say about this? Well, I'll take you through the spread that I co-created with my guides and some beings who I work with who reside in the upper echelons of Venus. I'm using the Flower of Venus pattern here, which is just a diagram that shows the dance between Venus and Earth as they orbit the sun. This pattern takes about 5 Venus cycles, or approximately 8 years, to create in the sky. And we're going to start with, let me get my notes. Where are my notes? Okay. In the center, we're going to have an oracle card that denotes the central theme. And then we're going to do the past self, present attributes, that being like some characteristics, traits that energies that you are working with that are working in your favor, let's say, or maybe not. Let's see. I don't want to get ahead of myself there. And then we have the future attribute, or the attribute to embody, at the top. We'll talk about the energies that will be stirred up and energies presented during the Venus retrograde for you. And then we'll exit this pattern to see how you will exit the retrograde, or the resolution point of this stir up of energies that will be happening over the next 6 to 8 weeks, possibly beyond. They're telling me 90 days. So there's the energies that are stirred up during this time this is just a catalyst, but there'll be a lot of significant reorganization of energies during this period, the retrograde period, and the weeks following. So I'm going to jump right in to each sign. Thanks for sticking around for the intro, and enjoy your reading. Hello, Capricorn, North Node. Welcome to your Venus retrograde reading. Let's jump into your opening card, which came out very quickly. It's called Codes of the Seeds. The blueprint is within you. Take the next step. And this is sitting at the center of your reading. I'm going to open by reading directly from the guidebook. Oh, there's enough light. It's kind of early in the morning right now. See if I could turn this up a bit. No, it's on as high as it goes. Okay. Seeds come in knowing exactly what to do. Within them, they hold the potential of entire forests and rose gardens. Seeds have within them an intelligent timing that's connected with the intelligence of the cosmos. We're all seeds, future forests, and gardens waiting to be born. We each hold the codes of a new humanity within us. Change is our natural state. Seeds must be buried in the darkness before they can bloom into the light. Seeds can't even begin to bloom without embracing the fertile void of the winter soil. They can't flower without outgrowing the constraints of the bud. They can't bear fruit without releasing their beauty to the earth and letting go of the very thing about them that captivated others. This card delivers the message that within you, you have all you need to create what you're destined to create, to move through everything that life delivers, and to navigate your way through any terrain. The blueprint has always been seated within. Trust that you have within you the codes for the most glorious rose garden waiting to bud and bloom. Trust those codes. Remember that blueprint. All you need to do now is take the next step, and tomorrow take the next. If you continue taking baby steps each day, on a day not too far from today, you'll look back and discover the most breathtaking garden of roses all around you. And then fruit will follow. Today, just take the step and know what you do. The blueprint is encoded within you. And the soul inquiry with this card is, what's your soul calling you to do? And what's one baby step you can take? So this Venus retrograde is bringing forth the theme of what seeds have you planted? That's the exact phrase that I was just given. What seeds have you planted, and have you tended to the seeds that you have planted? So some of you have ideas, projects, intentions that you actually did do some baby steps towards in the past, but you haven't put any effort towards them recently or in the recent past. For whichever reason that may happen, you may have gotten distracted. There may have been other opportunities presented that had more immediate benefit to your life. And in that, they're saying it wasn't a bad thing that these things were laid to rest for a while, or it sat in the soil. They were sitting in the soil and waiting for divine timing, waiting for other parts of the equation to align so that this seed could grow. And some of this were lessons that you needed to learn. Some of this is also the people and the other resources that you need in order for this seed to really develop needed to evolve to a certain point where they can truly support you and truly support this process. I am getting for sure that there are aspects of you that needed to evolve in order to support the growth of this seed or these seeds, because some of you have several.
I've created a collection of workbooks for each North Node sign. Connect with your soul's desires and take an introspective journey into your North Node astrology. This workbook contains self-reflection exercises, guided meditations, and a curated Spotify playlist to accompany on your journey of alignment. Discover your soul today and download your workbook at feministalchemist.com.
Excuse my voice. I'm in my just woken up voice, so it's deeper than usual. Okay, so we're done here. I'm going to start with the past, present, and future for you during this Venus retrograde. In the past, you have the Knight of Chalices in reverse, which makes very much sense. And then in the present, you have the Seven of Pentacles. And in the future, you have the Queen of Wands. So in the past, we have an energy of a Knight of Pentacles. Did I say it was Knight of Chalices? Anyway, Knight of Pentacles. I feel this is just all three of these cards are simply a mirror of repeating what I explained with the opening card here, the codes of the seeds. There are things that were planted that were left behind for one reason or another. Some of you did not have the courage to follow the path of that particular seed at that time because of the feeling of resistance, the resistance within yourself, the doubt, the not having a support system around you, and just your assessment of the environment or of the conditions cause you to leave this to rest. So some initial efforts, some initial thoughts, dreams, maybe even some sketching of plans in your mind or in your phone, but not following through on them, Capricorn North Node. Seven of Pentacles, and they wanted me to mention Capricorn North Node. Capricorn is very strategic, planned out, disciplined, measured energy. And with the Seven of Pentacles, we have the energy of that which has been seeded now coming to the surface to present itself as opportunities for there to be further work or further development. So which of these seeds will you want to grow? Will you meet with your action? Will you meet with Queen of Wands? Will you meet with a intuitive knowing and belief and certainty within yourself that you can affect the positive development, the growth of these seeds? This is for a few of you. I mean, I'm being prompted to say that for some of you, there's a seed around relationships, around a relationship that you would like to see evolve, or a type of relationship you would want to have. This could also be a relationship with yourself. So for some of you, this is a period where you have an idea of who you yourself wants to be. Your soul is calling you to be to evolve a certain version of yourself. It is time for that version of yourself to blossom. Because literally, I wonder how many flowers she has here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, she has more than 7 flowers. The Queen of Wands in this card, but I'm literally hearing that you can make this garden. Your garden can be very full, and you can. It's more than one of these ideas that you'll be able to develop, and that in the steps that you take to bring about this evolution, you and yourself will also be changed for the better. I feel like there's a confidence in yourself and you being able to become a version of yourself you've always wanted to be. Um, so, situations that are coming forward in the Venus retrograde, we have the 10 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. So, emotional satisfaction. I feel for you, Capricorn North Node, that Venus retrograde can be a very positive time for you where you find you'll be pleasantly surprised. So, all of these things that may have seemed blocked in the past, that seemed like there was too challenged, there was too much stress, too many blockages to these things growing and developing as you would have liked, that is going to be removed in Venus retrograde. But what's removing them is your ability to, I'm seeing this 3 as your ability, your mind, body, and spirit, mind, heart, and spirit, the marriage between your emotions, your, I'm hearing pooling your resources. And your resources are going to start with you having the determination within yourself, all of the motivations within yourself working together, even to make the, sorry, this is unclear, even to take the smallest of steps and smallest of actions forward. And this could be returning a phone call, for example, or making a phone call, or answering the phone. For some of you, there's something about contacting somebody that, and it doesn't matter how long it's been, and you should have contacted them. Once again, there's something coming forward for some of you about relationships. This could be a friendship, a business partnership, romance, but there's something here about taking the leap of um, getting into contact with somebody. Getting into contact with resources, getting into contact with aspects of yourself as well. Some of you do need to clear the air with somebody. But for some reason, this Venus retrograde is going to be a lot easier than you think. Let's see what your final card is coming out. Yes, the 8 of Cups upright. So leaving the Venus retrograde, an emotional reality will be in the past. This could be, okay, I'm going to make one big sweeping statement because I'm getting career energies, I'm getting romantic energies. So what is the common thread between all of these?
If you're wondering how you can work with the North Node in your life, check out my free tip sheet for living in your North Node. It helps you move with conscious awareness and offers practical steps for integrating the North Node in your life. This 2-page download gives you a summary of your North Node sign and a chart of key actions that you can take. Download your free tip sheet today at feministalchemist.com.
You'll be pleasantly surprised at how much evidence of your worth you are presented with during the Venus retrograde. So, as I said, This could be past projects that somehow, felt like failures and you stepped back from them, or you felt fed up, frustrated, and stepped back from them because they weren't going as quickly or as easily as you would have liked. These are going to all of a sudden turn into, whoa, opportunities flowing in your direction, things ready to grow, things ready to be nurtured by you, and more easily than you encountered in the past. Past relationships, you may end up getting recognition, even in the smallest of ways, even if it's from one single colleague and not the whole team, right, of your value to a project or to a team that you either still a part of or no longer a part of. It could also be in a relationship. You experience expressions of, you know, you of remorse, regret, but I'm not really getting necessarily the energy of someone trying to get you back into their life, but there being some validation of how meaningful you were in their life. That won't resonate for everybody, but that's for some. There's something you'll be able to lay to rest a lot of what keeps you from moving forward, or what has kept you from moving forward confidently into your bright future. So let's see. And I got 2 cards. And I'm going to take them both because, I'm taking your final oracles now from the Oracle of the Fairies. We have moon energy, surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. And then we have ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time to ask for angelic assistance. Yes, as this Three of Pentacles said here, resources and coming together. This is not just about people outside of yourself. This is also about you and your guides, your higher self, your heart. I'm going to read the Ask for Help card. So, there are times in our lives when we need celestial assistance, and that time may be now. Angels are omnipresent, non-denominational beings who can be called upon for help by anyone at any time for any kind of assistance, from clearing congested traffic to fast healing after a medical procedure. Perhaps you're very independent and feel that you can sort out everything and anything on your own without help. Fairies, too, are generally self-sufficient creatures and can usually deal with any challenges that might arise, but on occasion even the fairies need a little divine intervention and may ask for an angelic helping hand. It makes perfect sense. If we humans can call on the angels, why wouldn't the fairies ask for angelic intervention too? This card may be telling you that an angelic boost would be beneficial for you or someone you know at this time. With this card, the fairies are encouraging you to call on a personal guardian angel to help you through any tricky situation you may be experiencing. The fairies will also sprinkle some fairy dust on you to give you some cheer and joy during challenging times, or even if you just need a fairy boost. Be aware that sometimes fairies are referred to as the angels of nature, or nature angels, but they're not celestial angels. The roles are very different from one another, though they sometimes meet somewhere in the middle. Remember that there are no rules and that the angels are happy to work with fairies and humans alike when it's for the highest good of all. I will leave your reading there. Thank you, Capricorn North Node. I wish you all the best, and do check out the North Node resources in the description box, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.